Saw a video yesterday on Facebook that kind of fit with some things that we've been going through recently, both here on my vlog as well as the things that we've been preaching on Sunday morning. So here's a few words from Paul David Tripp. Nothing specifically for me today, but take a few moments to listen to these encouragements from him today.
Well, when you're going through a moment like this, where your life seems out of control, and you really don't know what's going to happen next, and what the future will be like, or as people have been talking about, what will be the new normal. Where do you go for peace? Where do you go for comfort? Where do you go for rest? Well, there's a passage in the Old Testament that answers that. It's a moment when God's people were facing scary and difficult things, and God calls the prophet Isaiah to bring a word of comfort to his people. And Isaiah says, "What should my message be?" And God says, "Say to them, behold your God." In our language, tell them, here is your God. And now hear these words. Who has measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and marked off the heavens with a span? Who's enclosed the dust of the earth in a measure, and weighed the mountains in scales, and the hills in a balance? Who has measured the Spirit of the Lord, or what man shows him counsel? Whom did he consult, and who made him understand? Who taught him the path of justice, and taught him knowledge, and showed him the way of understanding? Behold, the nations are like a drop from a bucket, and are accounted as the dust on the scales. Behold, he takes up the coastlands like fine dust. Lebanon would not suffice for fuel, nor are its beasts enough for a burnt offering. All the nations are as nothing before him. They are counted by him as less than nothing and emptiness. To whom then will you liken God, or what likeness compare to him? Now here's what you have happening. The prophet understands that when circumstances are bad, it's very easy for us to forget, because of what we're facing every day, the stunning, expansive, mind-boggling, heart-rattling, knee-weakening glory of God. And so you feel, as he says, I want to show you what your God is like. You feel that he's stretching the human language to its furthest elasticity to have us capture God. He says, who can hold the waters of the universe in his hollow of his hand? Think about that. Go pour water into the palm of your hand and see how much water can stay there without dripping. Imagine someone so immense, so glorious, he could hold the waters of the universe in the hollow of his hand and nothing would drip out. Who could put all the nations in a bucket and weigh them on a scale? Someone who's never, ever needed a teacher or a counselor or a guide. And then he says this. Who would you compare God to? Who is like him? It's a rhetorical question. The answer is no one is. There's nothing like God. Now here's the point. Comfort's not found in good situations. Comfort's not found in an easy week. Comfort's not found in your health. It's not found in your control. It's not found in your food. It's not found in your friends or family. It's not found anywhere in the created world. But there's huge comfort in knowing this almighty God, this one that is so immense and so grand that it's impossible to compare him to anything, is your Father by grace. And so you have reason to rest today. No, we don't know what's going to happen. And no, there's a massive debate about what's the best course of action in this moment. But we know this thing, that there is one who sits on the throne of the universe, who is great and glorious beyond our ability to describe. That one is now connected to you by faith. And he loves you, and he cares for you. And he unleashes his grandeur and glory for you, your good. Where's comfort? Comfort is found in beholding your God. May you do that, not just today, but every day. Because when you look at life through the lens of his glory, guess what? Life looks different. May you do that.